This is before the video. I look sexy, I know. With my wet hair. Shake your dreads! I know. Ladies, calm down. But, I haven't made a video in like hella long. So, there's that. 2 days after the video. It's still cleanish. That box that was supposed to ship a laptop. That bag, no, it's not trash. It's my mic. My blue Getty mic. You can kind of feel it. Kind of make out the shape. You can Wi-Fi extender. A couple of orange peels. And that's my thing, obviously. But yeah. There's my bed where I do a lot of hardcore sleeping. But this video took me like ages just thinking about like a video idea. So let's just get to it.
The king himself is back.
Look at my little cutie over here. Okay. Anyways. Don't be asking me why is my shit downstairs. My mom wants my stuff downstairs because
She's a bit angry right now.
she's angry, but that won't stop me from making YouTube videos. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game.
Well, what's it about?
Would you like to review the detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers? No.
What's it about?
Suicide, I'm pretty sure. I've seen like spoilers of this.
Did it work?
Yeah, but it's loud. Like, extremely loud. Hold on. I don't want my mic to be way too loud. Alright. I don't know if it's... Alrighty.
Meanwhile,
Got it to work. Isn't that supposed to be background music? Am I tweaking? Is that? Oh my gosh.
20 minutes later.
Alrighty. Editing part here. I didn't really want to cut into my video because you already see I'm using the editor right here, and my game did not want to work at all. But anyways, bear with me here. My grammar is really bad, and this game tested my reading skills just this game. So just bear with me because I will stutter a lot, and my voice will crack a lot, hella. I'm not even playing you. So yeah, back to the video. Off warning, wait, what? However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. I'm not, no. I overslept again.
I overslept again, oh my god.
Huh? But I caught you this time. Am I supposed to hear audio?
Why?
Cause I don't hear jack shit. Am I supposed to hear audio? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. Well, if people stare at you acting weird, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you ever wanted to.
What's this here about?
Whatever you say, Sayori. I don't know. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you ever decided on a club to join yet? A club? Told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I just simply go along with whatever she's going on about. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. The voice crack. I was talking about how worried I am that she won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Doesn't make me keep worrying about me. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relate to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. A school day is as ordinary as ever. Am I supposed to hear audio? I feel like I'm supposed to hear background music. My guy, am I supposed to hear music?
3 days later.
School day is as ordinary as ever, and before I know it, it's over before I even know it. After I pack up my things, I blankly stare at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sari wants me to check out some clubs. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Bro's a weirdo. Hello, Sari. Sari must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I feel like a teacher. I look around to realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you after coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? We'll let you come to my club. Sorry.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club. Meaning? Sari is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you even care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I'll bring a new member. And Natsuki, I don't know how the fuck I say that shit, made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to plan this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Whenever I see that fuck ass squiggly line, I'm not saying that shit.
What does that even mean?
It's like a romanticizing thing. And thus, today marks the day that I sold my soul out for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to oh my god, the fucking infamous nigga that I be seeing all over TikTok. The girl the killer, whatever the fuck, the killer enemy nigga, I guess. I'm not sure. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri is always saying nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. What a nice surprise. Oh. She's ugly. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Dog, who am I playing as? What are you looking at?
Me?
If that's the dialogue. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then she turns back to the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to be more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again. Monica smiles sweetly. I won't say cutely, oops. Sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but sometimes we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Yeah, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling a little awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table with tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts off the foil. Oh my gosh. Natsuki lifts the foil. I didn't even read it. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate that were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get the icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking around for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Yeah, I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. Dog, this is a gooner game. Oh my god.
What?
Not for you, you know, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher just gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Fuck.
No.
I guess. Yeah, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, dog, what is up with these girls and like blushing and shit? My balls be blushing whenever I'm happy. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be my pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid to answer this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged in here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori really seemed happy to hear, so It's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel at home. Right at home, right? Okay? I'm fucking ass at grammar. As president of Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you didn't decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Oh, well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics from the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Hold on, let me Google something real quick because my audio is like not on. No, what is wrong with my game? I've just Googled it and my game is being retarded, so just go with it. Okay, I'll add my own background music so you guys cannot sit in silence and listen to me speak. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested to put in all the effort to start out branding something brand new, especially when it's something that grabs your attention, like literature. You may have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes schools events like festivals and that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted with the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what are the kinds of things you like to read? Well, I don't read at all. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Schmodic energy. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the trim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. I almost said tentacle, what the fuck? The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not by people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you up for a loop? Whew. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that from you, Yuri. But someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Me too. Oh, what is that? Well, I think his eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, poems. I feel like a retard reading this shit and I want to quit the game so bad right now, but I'm talking to white girls and I need to make a YouTube video. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sorry, settles? I don't know. Sayuri settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet, huh? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing makes me feel more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is to writing oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have experience writing too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable to share some of hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look up quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem for our own. The next time we meet, we shall share them all with each other. So that way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think that'll help both of us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right? Monica smiles at me warmly once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of you joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the whole time. I never said that I wanted to join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I saw other clubs to look at and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, sorry, I thought. You are defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend my phone off. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. I am so happy. I love K-pop. Sayori wrapped her arms around me, jumping up and down. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Cal, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Can I really impress the class star Monica with the mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. My head. With that, the two of us depart from the clubroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I be really happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll be able to grow closer to one of the girls. Alright. I just need to make most of my circumstances I'm skipping this shit. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Pick your words and watch your favorite club member. I don't have a favorite, but one that I least hate is that white one. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone's already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Come on, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Alright, Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth as somebody who keeps your manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. He always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is always messy. Your room is messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. House on fire? You mean like Tyler the Creator? House on fire? Anyways, is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Cal can become good friends too. Sorry. As usual, Sari seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, me? Not really. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sari made me sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Yeah, sorry, I wasn't thinking. Sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it means time for me to rescue the situation. Don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So a nice gesture for you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. That's so. Yeah, I'll make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How could this girl accidentally being so cute, my guy? Even if she picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I would definitely read this. I'm throwing that shit in the trash. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for us in the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sari and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she is waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging through the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time, I don't feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of her at the cover of her book. It looks like it's the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be in the first few pages. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I would probably not have noticed you in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There it goes, my mic just got out. There's something. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. When it starts to pick up, you have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well, Yuri closed the book as gazing her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Right? I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school moves with her long lost sister, but as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by the people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah. Forgot that you're into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but that she's so shy and reclusive on the outside that but her mind seems to be completely different, nigger. It's just those kind of stories. They can catch you. They can challenge you. They challenge you to look at a life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because somebody wants to be evil, but they have their own goals or philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out of a naive one, letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize, corny ass nigga. I haven't lost any interest in anything. Well, guess it's alright then. But I feel I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'm talking too much. I don't think you need to worry. That just means you're being passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. It's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it then, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly received the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, is it fine if I sit here then? I slipped into the next seat next to Yuri's. Fuck, this game is testing my fucking literature skills. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want to. It's just not something I'm very used to. That is, reading in a company with somebody else. I see. Well, tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. As if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but that's what I feel. But the feeling is somewhat comfortable. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, oh my gosh. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up against Yuri's, then hold my book in between the two of them. Suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use the right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult for me to push the page. Is this a fan service game that I just got into?
Why?
I don't know, I feel like this art is making me feel like I'm about to get into some real vile shit. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book in between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That's the way I turn the page, and Yuri slides her thumb under after it flips to her side. But holding it like this, or huddled even closer together than before, is actually kind of distracting me, as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. You ready? Yeah? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being as patient if it takes longer. It's probably the least that I can do, since you're being so patient with me. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, as soon as she finishes the page before me, so I turn on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My guy, what? My thumb gently letting the page, letting go of the page, letting it flutter over the side of her as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might seem like a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a bit. Think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's a little more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid that she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent to some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a second, but that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing to think of that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad thing already. Wait, what? In a bad way or anything? Sorry if I didn't realize you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess it's more. I guess I meant there's it. I just thought. Anyways, I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you trying to say all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share each other's poems with each other. We might not have enough time, way too long. Yuri exhales, spared from her finishing thought. Is that alright with you, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri loses her hand from the book, causing it to close on the top of my thumb. Alright, guess it's time to do some more reading tonight? Or would you prefer if I only reading it with you? I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read it a little more time. It'll be a little more fun if it picks up a bit after, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I'll stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find so much inspiration since I've never really done it before. Now that everyone's ready, why don't you find somebody to share it with? Can't wait. Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri reads on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaves torn from her spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in the composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm gonna show it to this nigga. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want to know who I'm putting in effort into. Having a good time so far. Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off with going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, we're all a little embarrassed today, don't you know? Well, that's sort of a barrier we're all gonna have to get past soon. Yeah, that is true. I hand my poem to Monica. Same shit. Great job. I was going ooh in my head while I was reading it. It's really metaphorical. Shit was ass. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some efforts. It's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that. You know what Yuri kind of likes writing, right? The kind of writing. What? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. I don't know. Unlike Sayuri, who likes reading simple and direct words. Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes to read. Yuri likes it when readers are left off to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that like that effectively. Both allowing something to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years to practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I really never got asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and try new things. I'm sure I'll end up different by trying on it. I don't even know what to say. I'm fucking tired. It could take a while before I even feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you trying new things. It's best to find out the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards the kinds of style, but I'll always help what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write every way everyone wants you to write. And it's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not really good. You sound pretty confident in yourself for somebody who claims I'm be pretty good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have seemed to be me. See in the direction of the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I can't breathe. I can't see. A real blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry if I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. It's a lot of poems that have been putting emphasis on the timing in between letters and lines. When I perform out loud, it can be pretty powerful. But what's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say it's some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about these stuff like that because it's kind of coming off strongly. Maybe everyone's after best friends with maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. No shit. So let's move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? I'm at 40 minutes for this video. Devotion. That's okay. Well, if it's about time that I expect so. Well, it's about time it's about what I expected for someone like you. It's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said I was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyways, time for me to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, I can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can fly, but that's about it. Mine was ass? Boy, if you don't get you. Yeah, I told you that you were gonna like it. I like it. I don't. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that the writing has to be so sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But that isn't the point of people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Oh my gosh. Reading my phone. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. I just realized that his music in GTA right now is about to get me copyrighted, so I'm not editing this shit out.
I turned it off.
I understand. It doesn't matter now. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but I made it fall on the flat purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into more than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how well everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling pretty proud, then I won't take it away from her. Yuri, my favorite. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. You won't know what I mean by that. Exceptional. Hey, what was that? Did I say that too loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary metaphors indicates that you learned a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down so thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for the new writers. And having been through myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that the most noticeable thing that I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their own style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that they both style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds almost like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting to work together. Probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles genuinely as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself was kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh my god. Goes under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air from the present, but living in the past. The light flicker. I flicker back. The light flickers. I flicker back. Sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is really pretty. Yeah, it's a relief. Also, I kind of like the poem, even though it's short. It was really descriptive, but wasn't it too short? I used to write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to know about something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over at that is. But poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost. Lingering in the past, places of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Soon they'll be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. There's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Hey, you know, I was really nervous for doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you. Me too. Last motherfucker. Fuck. This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course, it's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right. That's why you impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it so seriously or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, I guess. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not that selfish at all, you know? trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people would do. Thanks, Saori. I'm not sure if Saori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason that I joined. Knowing so much how it means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That'd be one way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way that you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to make me feel out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. You ask me to come out and play. Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Dog. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still at least try my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though I thought you were late, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. No. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. But then I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated, as if everyone should judge me for my mediocre what? Hold up. Mediocre writing abilities. Anyways, it's just a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess is what I ended up getting myself into. Oh my gosh. I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Saori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, respectively sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Such language. Did you say something? No, nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to her desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss symbolicism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be so cute? Not that, it just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean to have come up with that something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked that. Which people did, by the way. Saori liked it. And you did too. He did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And he liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. So Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. That's not what I meant. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that he appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was trying to be full of I just cut my mic out again. If I was trying to be full of myself, I would deliberately let me go out of my way to do everything cute, overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? My mic won't go back. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... What? I'm not even gonna say that shit. I'm not, no. When I post a video, you can look at what this nigga said. Natsuki, it's a little... just doesn't involve you. I don't like you fighting, guys. Suddenly, both the girls turned to me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Hey, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. As if she can get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple as something right and more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. The only way to convey our complex feelings and the meaning is the most effective. Avoiding them is unnecessarily limiting yourself, and it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well, how do they get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... Help me, Sayuri! Natsuki glares at me, drowning up words that I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sorry. Yeah, everyone is fighting makes Sayuri everyone fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you be fighting if you know if you're making a friend you feel like this? Well, that's her problem. There's something about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings their feelings into our own conflict. Yeah, unless Sayuri was telling Yuri to get stuck up jerk she would never. It's your fault immaturely upset in the first place. Excuse me? You listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop.
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends.
I just wanted you guys to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give so many feelings with just few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Big and beautiful. Sorry. Sayuri stands up triumphantly. Monika's standing behind him with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tape. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down at the table with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayuri is vice president. I whispered to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, what the fuck? Why did I get a message? My phone rang too. I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not really good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, it's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayuri's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You can say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes she's weird suspicious of knowing what she's exactly doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get hurt. It makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I can get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, that's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. I would say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing talking about everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you've learned friends too, so poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about poems that everyone likes? If I think look, that means I can do a better job impressing those that I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. Fuck. It's truly been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier? Yeah, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, doesn't that thing kind of happen often? No. It's the first time I've ever seen a fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I can't. I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion is all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And everyone really likes you too. That's every day is gonna be so much fun with you. Fuck, I keep stirring the satin. It looks like Sayuri hasn't caught into the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said more to myself than her, but it's easier to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay? Yeah, let's do this. I'm ending the video like that because I'm an hour and a minute into the video, and as you can see, hour and a minute into the video, and yeah, it's my baby boy, my sexy man. He's been playing GTA this whole time. I've been talking about animation this whole time. I'm not editing this right now. I'm editing this in the morning. It's 11:45 at night. So I'm not gonna join your ass right now. 11:45 at night. What the fuck was that? I'm gonna go to bed. I wanted to make a YouTube video. I planned it back all the way back on Saturday. So I want to make a video. So with that, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye, baby.